What's up, guys? Welcome back to the garden. So in today's video we are going to pick up where we left off, which is working our way around getting some of these big projects knocked out. So in the last video we worked on the new bed that is located on the side of the house, and today we are going to be working on planting up Dutchess, our antique rose, underneath our bathroom window. Get that bed established, Dutchess in the ground. Once we get Dutchess in the ground, we are going to move over to the fence, put Eden in place so that when the arch comes, I can just drop the arch in the ground and we'll be ready to rock and roll. Then once we get Eden in place, we're gonna go over to the tropical line of the fence, get all the tropicals, drop down into the ground, get that bed established, get it in place. And then once we have the tropicals established, we're gonna double back, get the generous gardener planted down into the bed that we built a couple of videos back. And then I'll give you an update on what that video looks like. That's the goal. The goal was to do a lot of this in the last video too, but we ran into a hiccup that you guys can go back and watch the last video to find out what that is. That slowed us down tremendously. But now that that's done, we know to be a little bit more careful in these, while we're digging this go around, but we're going to try to knock out as much of it as possible, because the goal really is to have all of these major projects knocked out, and they're not major, all of these new beds established that we're going to put down before I start working on the veggie beds. And I need to go ahead and start working on the veggie beds because in about 4 to 6 weeks my plants will be ready to drop into those beds, and I would like to have irrigation, beds sealed, installed, mulched or rocked around the garden bed, arches built, trellises, all that good stuff done. So I don't have that much time to get it done. So that's the goal for today's video. We're gonna see how much of it we can knock out. Let's hop into today's video. To get things started, we're gonna start on the window because this is most dire right now. So right here is where Dutchess is gonna go, smack dab in the middle of this window. And I'm just gonna do a little arch underneath here. We'll cut it out, but I wanna go ahead and get her in the ground because she's dealing with a little something. And I feel like if I can get her in the ground, I can keep her moist like she needs to be, and I can save some of the buds that are starting to bud. So we are going to amend this hole with some compost, with some garden soil, with some cardboard down over the grass. So I'm not going to dig all of that out, and then mulch it, and then we're going to cut out the border and then find some rocks to border the arch, because we get free rocks in our neighborhood because it's just rocky. So this is project numero uno. Let's go ahead and start knocking her out.
Straight down. Right here, look. I know you know. Hold on. Yeah. And try to go. Yeah. Just try to go down and pull all that out. Shit, this looks like a sock.
The dango sprinkler. Almost got us. But not today. I just, you know, we gotta be careful. It's gonna be counterintuitive, but I'm about to throw some dirt compost in here. I'll mix it up and then pull it back out so I can put the rows in. Just gonna prune that off. It's crossing. Can you get in there back, Casey? So this branch is crossing. So I'm actually going to take all of that, even though it hurts. All of that's coming out. Eek. It'll be a couple of weeks. She'll be in recovery, but it's crossing and it's black. Hey, come on. Where you at? Get back somewhere. All of this stuff that's falling down on the ground. This rose has what's called black spot. So it's a fungus that's airborne. This stuff that I put in it helps to fight the black spot.
Daddy, are we gonna run?
Yeah.
And it's hard.
Daddy, are we gonna run?
As this is on me.
No?
I'm taking a lot of this off because I want to eliminate as much of that as possible. I don't have to prune it like I'm pruning it, but it's easier to take that off. See how some of these leaves have that on there? I'm gonna leave some of them. Which one? Just because in some cases I can just pull this off. But it's an antique rose. I don't know if she's as disease resistant. This stuff is airborne.
Put your feet back and stuff.
So we don't want this floating around the garden. Those petals drop. We want to grab them and get rid of them because we don't want this stuff to spread. Now I'll do a neem oil spread for some of the rest of these leaves, but I've had to clean her up like this a couple of times, so I'm hoping now that she's in the ground, she'll go ahead and be well. All right, guys, so we got Dutchess in. She's in the ground. The only thing we got to do is get the edging. So we just mulched all the way to the line that I cut. When it's time to do the edging down, we'll probably either do the metal or the rock. I'll come back and do that, but I'm just gonna let Dutchess grow by herself this year. I don't think I'm gonna put anything else right there, just because I want to see how wild and scraggly she gets. And they say she likes a lot of space. So bed done. It could be a little bit, but we all right. She good for now. She in the ground. I've pruned her a little bit, got most of the disease off. I'm hoping the Bio Advance helps her out. So now that we got Dutchess in, we're gonna tackle the lesser of the two evils, and then I think that's gonna be it for this video. We're gonna come over here to Eden and make kind of like a round triangular bed right here by the fence, so we can get her in the ground and get her established and growing. So that was quick and easy. We almost hit another pipe, but we didn't. Hopefully this is quick and easy too. Let's get after it. All right, so we got the bed dug, or the grass out rather. So in this bed, we're gonna use this no dig edging, even though we dug out the bed. And that's just because this grass right here grows really well, and we want to minimize it. And I'm even gonna put some cardboard down just to kill the grass that's underneath there, because it's Bermuda grass, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and get that started so that we can dig the hole for Eden, drop her in, And then
Grr.
I think we're gonna call it a night. I might go ahead and put the generous gardener in because it's right off the deck, but we'll see in a little bit.
Stretch it out all the way.
Per usual, folks, we are in the rock. This is that hill country, good old nasty soil that you got to get through. Without that pickaxe, it is going to be impossible. And without Timothy, it's going to be impossible.
Oh, glad you can get it.
Yeah, DJ too. But y'all, if you got this rocky, sandy, loamy soil, this is what you need right here. And I don't know if the big ones, I think the big ones could be good for pulling out the grass, but this little one gives you a little more control. But this is definitely, the rocks make the job longer than what it gotta be. But we still working away. She going in the ground right here. She going in the ground right here tonight. We'll keep chipping. We'll be back.
I can see myself. Long time. It's amazing.
It went off.
No.
Daddy back there working. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. She can't hear me because she got her headphones on. Say bye-bye. Goofball. He's so crazy. All right, y'all.
Okay.
She's in. She looks so much smaller in the ground. But I'm sure that won't last for long. Just like the other bed, we got her all composted in. Use the edging. That looks good. And then over here, I decided to come in and throw in the quick edging real quick too. So that if we don't get to edging this year, it'll be good. So we only got the 2 roses today. It's cool. It's no big deal. We will plant the generous gardener in the next video. And then I'll work on having the boys help me this week get this last bed installed. Then we'll have all of the beds in place that we're going to have this year. And then I just have to work on filling them up with flowers and stuff. So that's it, guys. Today was a much easier day. Way less drama. But I'm pleased with the results. I'm just trying to figure out now if I'm going to let her climb up the fence or if I'm going to install the arch. So what do you think? Do we do branch, or do we use the fence as the trellis and let Eden just kind of go wild? Either way, I'm sure she'll be beautiful. So now that we're done, it's time for the kids to get out, do some practice running for track, cook some dinner, get ready for school tomorrow. I'll see you all in the next video. Happy gardening, friends.